Hello Stampers, how are you guys today? I'm a few minutes late, I apologize. It's just one of those days. And my name is Jennifer Kirk and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Guelph, Ontario. And we're gonna make this card tonight. So I figured, I'm just trying to get my iPad going here. I figured it's about time that I did Christmas. So this is my first Christmas card. I did participated in a blog yesterday, and the blog was Christmas in September. So here we are. I'm going to demonstrate the card that I did in the blog. So I'm just getting my iPad set up so I can see comments if people are joining me. Hopefully they are. So I'm a little bit disorganized today. I apologize. We ran late with dinner. All right, so here we go. We are going to make this card. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully it's not too early. I'm just not ready for Christmas, but here we are. So this is using two different bundles from the holiday catalog. So the first bundle, if I can find it, we are using this really gorgeous stamp set from the Ornamental Envelopes. So it does come with dies to cut it out. This is really, I'm going to demonstrate it another time, but it's really an amazing way to decorate and make fancy envelopes, which are perfect for Christmas. But we're actually going to use the framelit here. And actually, we're not using the framelit. I lie. We're just using the stamp. But it does come with framelits. I'll show another card where I use the framelits. So we're going to be using that. And then the joy and the words here come from the Peace and Joy and the Joy dies. So this is really cool. You have three different sayings. We have bright, peace, and joy, and we can do different layers for them. And then they come with some other little sayings here. So we're going to be using that one as well. All right, so let's get started. So what we need to make this card, we need some Night of Navy cardstock. So this is just a regular piece of cardstock cut in half. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, and then we are going to score at 4 1/4. So I'll just bring in my trimmer here and put it in at 4 1/4. Give it a score. Make sure you're using your scoring blade, not your cutting blade, and then just burnish it over. And there we are. Okay, and then the other piece that we need is another piece of Night of Navy, and this just fits on top. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. We have a piece of Whisper White, the same dimensions for the inside. That's 4 and 5 1/4. Make sure they are right. Did I actually cut it? Yes, I did. Woohoo! Doing well today. Except for I just threw it on the floor and then ran over it with my chair. So we might not be decorating the inside. Okay. The other thing we need is a piece of silver foil paper, and this is, what is the measurement of this? I will put all of this up in the thingy description. So that's 2.5 by 4, and then all I did was I ran it through using the subtle embossing folder. So I'll show that a bit later because we're going to actually run this through that after we do our stamping. And then we just need a little bit of silver for cutting out and a little bit of Night of Navy for cutting out our joy. I did put some adhesive paper on the back of here just to make it easier to stick on. Okay, I love this paper, especially for fine stuff. All right, so let's get started. We're going to do some heat embossing today. So, if I can find it. My outside of this camera, it looks like a tornado has gone off. So all I'm going to do, we don't sell this anymore, but you can make your own. I cannot emboss without the embossing buddy. I'm hoping that they will, Stampin' Up will bring it back, because I cannot emboss without it. So all I want to do is just do this over where I'm going to be stamping so that I don't get embossing powder everywhere. And then all we're going to do is take our much loved stamp here. I am going to stick, if I can find it, a foam mat under here. It is. Just one sec. Ah! Crash. I crashed. So did everyone have a good day today? Hopefully you have. I'm just going to stick this underneath so I can stamp. Hi Martine, how are you? Thank you for joining me. All right, so my well-loved Versamark, I'm just going to ink up. So this is a water mark. You won't be able to see it probably on the video. We're just going to mark that up. And then I'm going to just bring it just a little. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm just going to stick it a little bit, maybe, I don't know, an inch away from the edge. Because this is a big step, I am going to push down, okay, just to make sure I get good coverage, and then pull it up. So you guys probably can't see that. I don't know if you can. But once we do some magic, and I apologize, but we are going to do some heat. Oh, I'm so happy you're with me too. I was a little bit late tonight. My dinner took longer to cook. So I just ran and left all the dishes for my hubby to do. So hubby or sons, but I can guarantee you it will be my hubby if they get done. All right. So all we want to do now is shake off some of the extra. So I just turn it over and give it a good flick. Okay, if there's some residuals that I didn't get off very well, I will just take a paintbrush and just clear it off, but this looks pretty good. Okay, and I'm going to just move this over the side here, and then I'm going to bring out my heat gun. This is the Stampin' Up one. And we have two different heat settings on it, first and second. The one is really just for dry. The second one is for the heat embossing. So I'm going to turn it on. I apologize for the noise. I'm not going to try and talk over it. I'm hoping now that I left enough room for my sentiment. I should have moved this over a little bit. But we'll see. We'll make it fit. So all we're going to do is just heat this. Can you see it changing? I love heat embossing. It is just, it wows me every time. See it going? Hopefully you guys can see that. It is just so cool. There we go. All right, all done for now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over the Joy, and I'm going to just put these together. So again, as I had said earlier, I put this on adhesive paper so that I can stick it. So we just want to peel off the adhesive, if my fingers will work. I don't know that they will. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if you don't have adhesive paper, then you can just apply this down with some glue, but it's just so much easier and not as messy to have the adhesive sheets. And then we just want to stick it down. See how easy that is? And not a mess. You know me and glue. If I had to glue that, it would be horrible. It would be everywhere. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to take my embossing buddy back out, and I'm going to emboss this side here. Okay, and put it back out of the way. So I'm just positioning this about where I want it. I had on the original one put a bow in here. We may not fit that in just because I moved this. I should have had this over another 1/2 inch, but we'll see what we can do with it. So I am going to have this overlapping. So based on here, I am going to take my, this is, what does that say? It says, to you and yours. I'm going to straighten it because it wasn't very straight on my stamp pad. So this is how I often use my grid paper. And then I just bring my block down and then hopefully it's straight. So I'm going to just ink this up. And using this as a position, I'm going to come down and just give it a go there. Oh, I didn't do it straight. Oh no, it's going to be crooked. All right, we'll just have to fix that somehow. Let's just hope I do the sending on the same angle. It's because my head isn't over the card. I'm on an angle because of the camera, because the camera and the lights are right in front of my face. So it makes it a little difficult. We'll just pretend it's straight. Does that work? Yeah. All right, so again, we're just going to heat emboss that, move this out of the way. This is a really quick and easy card. I do want to get some of this stuff off of here though. Okay, put it on 2. Hey Sandy, how are you? Hope you're having a good night. I'm doing things all crooked. Leave it to me, eh? All right. So that's it. We're going to pretend those are straight, aren't we? I haven't even had wine, so I can't even blame my wine on it. Oh well, it's the cameras. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring out our trusty little snips here. This is a really simple card, but I do think it's really pretty. And we're just going to kind of cut around the edges of the baubles here. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not off the camera too much. So how are your weeks going? We're in the middle of the week already. I can't believe how fast this week is going. I heard it's going to get cold though. Oh, can't believe it. I have friends or colleagues out in BC and they're feeling what the states are going through with all the smoke. So hopefully everybody is okay and safe. All right, so all we're going to do then is glue it down just like this. But before we do that, we're going to see if we have enough room. I will put this on. Are we going to have enough room for this ribbon? We're going to do the ribbon right at the edge. Okay, so before I glue this down, we are going to bring out our stamp cut and emboss machine. If I can get enough room on my desk here. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is our new lovely machine. And here is the subtle embossing folder that we used. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss this. So when I look at my silver, wherever I put my silver piece, oh my goodness, I've lost it. All right, we're just going to guess what direction we're going. Where did I put it, guys? I was right here. I've lost it. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. All right. So on here, we have our lines going up and down. So I want the lines to be going up and down the same way on my card. So I'm just going to put my card in the middle there. Stick my first plate down. Always put your seam so that your seam goes through first. So we're going to stick this down and then we're going to just put a clear plate on top. And what's really nice about this is everything is numbered and it tells you how to put your plates together. So they've taken the guesswork out, which is perfect. Before I used to just keep flipping places until I got the right sandwich, but now it's easy, and I do tell you I love that machine. All right, so we're almost done, guys. Look at how easy this is. What we're going to do is we are going to take in our blends and we're going to just color some ribbon. So this is from the annual catalog. This is just the silver, I don't know what it's called, 3/8 silver. We have a gold one as well, which is gorgeous. I need to get some more gold. I've used all of mine. And the great thing about it being white is you can color it to whatever color you want. So I wanted blue and silver. So I am just going to color it. You do want this to dry a little bit because it will come off until it's dry, but it's alcohol based, so it dries really fast. Okay, and that's all we do. So all you need is white ribbon and whatever color blend you want, and you can make your own custom ribbon, which is really cool. All right, so we're gonna stick this down. So I'm just gonna measure it here. We do want to do a bow, so we would want to color a little bit more. I'm not going to do the bow tonight just because with the way with the way my fingers are going and the way things are working for me today, it would just be a mess. Maybe I'll get brave and try it. I don't know. All right, let's just do this. So I'm just putting a glue dot on the back if it will come off. I've massacred my glue dots there. And then I'm just going to attach the one end to the glue dot, and I just stick my finger in it so that it's pressed in there. Wrap it around. This is the way I conserve ribbon, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch. And that's it. That's stuck on there. All right, so now we're just putting this together. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I wasn't gonna get this set, and then I thought, well, I need to decorate some envelopes for Christmas, and then I fell in love with this bauble. I've made about 4 cards with it, so I will show you a couple more. I don't have them ready here because they're off in my pile of tornado disaster here that I call my craft room. So I'm just going to glue this down, and I'm leaving just a normal border around the edge, and then I'm just going to put this one on top, leaving the same border all the way around, and that's all we do. Isn't that neat? And then we just adhere the joy. So this is a card that you could make almost mass produced, right? But nobody would know. Nobody would know because it looks like it's got a lot of work in it, but it's really very, very simple. And then if I haven't lost my joy, found it. Now we're just going to stick this down. You could pop it up if you wanted to, but I'm going to keep it flat just because I'll be mailing this. And if I want to put a gift card in or anything, then adding dimensionals could put it over so the postman won't take it. And that's it. All right, so should I try a bow? Neat, eh? I hope you guys like it. I thought it was really cool. I have on our Stamping Symphony blog, I did this card, so I have all the write-ups there. I'll add this video. It has all of the dimensions on there, but I will put them at the bottom of my Facebook as well. And there we go. All right, so while I am fiddling with this bow, and you guys can laugh at me, I give you full permission to laugh at me in my bow making. I always have one of my friends do my bows for me because she just makes it look so easy. I need more. And I am all thumbs, but I get there. I get it. Okay, so while I do this, September is almost over, so don't forget about the Get Up and Go or Get and Go promotion. It is an amazing deal right now for the promotion for the starter kit. So you get 2 free stamp sets on top of the regular amazing deal, which is $165 worth of product. So if you're interested in it, if you have a couple of bundles in the catalog that you want, now's the time to do it. And it's only good until September 30th. You can see the differences where it's still not dry there. That's why I'm getting ink all over my hands. But this will dry to be the same color. Actually, no, it won't, because I used dark instead of light. Oh well, we have a two-toned we have a two-tone ribbon now. That's kind of cool, actually. So all we're going to do is glue dot that down. And for some reason, I took both markers out. That's a really good reason to keep a clean workplace so you don't use the wrong color. But actually, it works. I actually like having the two-tone ribbon. It's kind of cool. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? And you know what? I would love to do this in gold and Mary Merlot. I'm going to try that, because that's another blue and silver and gold and burgundy are kind of my Christmassy colors. Those are the colors that I love. And I think this would be really pretty in Mary Merlot and in gold. All right, I'm not going to stamp the inside just because my hands are blue. Look at my hands. And I will make a mess of the Whisper White. But you can stamp any sentiment that you have on the inside. And that's it. So that was a pretty simple card for this week. Again, easy to mass produce if you need to make a bunch of these for Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you next week. So have an amazing week. Thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.